actually FDA cleared, an FDA cleared medical device to be used day and night to help with chronic pain. And 300 of you have already dialed in. When Dr. Mark brought this first to QVC, we were in that school. Everybody listened at the end of the presentation. It sold out right after you had gotten off the air. We never even had a chance to tell you that it sold out. This is a version that we've just introduced to QVC, but if you have Quell, if you've used the wearable pain relief technology and you have a story, we really want to hear from you. Kind of like I told Maureen with the value of the day. When you call in with a story, it's not just about like, oh, I'm telling a story. It's that somebody somewhere who might really be struggling right now, might not be going out and doing stuff with the kids or the grandkids, right? Everybody's like, hey, going to the big game party over the weekend. They're like, no, I really don't want to go.
Yeah,
like,
you miss out on life.
I don't want to do stuff. Call us. We'd love to hear from you. So. You bring this to QVC. I want to start at the top. What is Quell?
Quell, in the most simple sense, is wearable pain relief technology. Smart technology that's customized to every single person that uses it.
Wow.
Right? How cool is that? It's a new term in medicine called precision medicine. So it's no longer this, everybody takes 2 of these pain pills and you should be better. This is something for the kind of pain you've been suffering with for long periods of time. You've struggled with how to manage your life. And with something as simple as a press of a button on the unit or on your cell phone, the pain relief technology does the work, and hopefully you can get some relief.
Now you wear it on, excuse me, your calf, but you don't change it on the body. Like if I have hip pain or shoulder pain, right, Dr. Mark?
Right. So on the upper calf, there's a little grouping of sensory nerves, and that's kind of like the on-ramp into the central nervous system.
Okay.
So with creating a really specific high-frequency signal right here, right on the upper calf area, it goes up the leg, up the nerves and into the central nervous system. So anywhere in your body, not just the calf, but it could be shoulder pain, it could be neck pain, it could be low back pain, or on the other leg, it could be something that you've been dealing with on that side. And so because it's all shared through this system right here, the central nervous system, they all get relief when the body starts its natural pain blocking.
Wow. And so here was a consumer use survey. And, you know, we were talking, maybe this is something you buy for someone you love.
Right.
You see them struggling, right? But what happened in this consumer use survey?
So 86% of the people who had tried Quell were satisfied with the management of their pain. Good start. I like the next statistic better, which is 81% reported an improvement in chronic pain. So to me as a physician, when someone comes to me, they're not ever saying, Doc, I have chronic pain. They're really saying to me, Doc, I can't walk my dogs. I can't play with my grandkids. Cooking is now a chore.
Right. I'm not traveling, right? We're not going to the party over the weekend.
Right.
We're not doing anything.
You end up home alone. And so 81% of people maybe got enough of that chronic pain relief that they were able to actually go and do some of the things they love.
So a couple things we want to talk about. When you get it home, remember that you have free shipping and handling, which we haven't seen before, so that's $10.97 back in your pocket. We also put this on what we call Easy Pay, because we want you to try it. If it's not something that you enjoy using after our Love It or Return It 30 days, you return it to QVC. The 6 easy payments is $41.66. Here's our lovely Maria using a smartphone to help activate it, but you don't need it because there's buttons on the side. And what do you get with Quell? By the way, not many of these to go around. Couple minutes after the presentation, we'd love to hear from you guys, but we are getting limited in what we have.
And it's actually it's a 60-day return policy.
Yes, I'm sorry,
it's actually extended because this,
like with beauty devices, we double it.
So it does take some time. So you got to give it. You're not expecting that you're going to put it on and then immediate relief, but over time it can give you that relief, and it should continue to get better and better and better.
And you can sleep in it. So you leave it on.
Yep, you can wear it on for 24/7. And the great thing is we go back to this smart technology. It actually knows, because of your position and the position of the unit, that you're sleeping, and it adjusts its setting to accommodate.
Oh, that is so cool.
So when you get it out of the box, it's going to come fully charged, ready to go. So you're going to get the actual unit itself. You're going to get 2 sleeves that are going to go with it. They're neoprene sleeves, so they're one size fits most, very breathable. And then it's going to come with a charger, so you can actually recharge this. But in the new version, a charge will last for a full week.
Wow.
So that's a lot of living in 1 week. And
well, a lot of us are doing the fitness trackers, so you could almost do that at the same time. You know, recharge your tracker and recharge your Quell all at the same time.
Right.
60-day, love it or return it. And then this is really the excitement right here, right?
Yeah, so you're going to get 2 months supply of the actual electrodes, and those click into the back of the unit. So here it is, and you can see it's very stretchable. And so you drop it in the sleeve, and then in the back here, it's a little click. And these little buttons here on the back click into the back of the unit here, and then you're going to calibrate it either through your smartphone or by pressing the button on the side, and then the tracking takes over. And with the new version, you're actually able to track, Jane. This is really cool stuff.
Okay,
so
this is cool.
you can track how often you've used it.
Okay.
You can track how much you've slept. You can track what's called your gait, how you walk, and then you can track how often you've triggered it to actually restart the process of it. So you can take all that information and now you can share it with your medical provider.
Wow.
And to be able to have them be able to take that next step to be able to then say, all right, based upon this, here's what we might want to do. Maybe want to change things up.
And we want to show you this animation. Again, if you have it, call us. We don't have a lot left to go around, but this is how Quell works, something that, you know, has really been so exciting every time it's been on QVC.
Yep. So what it's doing is it's creating this very high frequency signal. It shouldn't be painful at all. You can barely feel it when it comes on. And what it does is it gets to a little group of sensory nerves, a little group of nerves that sit right behind the upper calf here. And by creating that specific signal, it's going to then travel up the leg into the central nervous system. So if you actually looked at the spine, there's all these little branches that are coming and sending signals down to all the different parts of the body. And because it's stimulated up from one source, meaning the central nervous system, you actually get relief. And actually, Colleen, can you unstrap it? I want everyone at home to really be able to see how stretchable, how breathable it is, and again, it's going to fit on
my other leg.
Yeah, so you can put it on the other leg.
So it can be right or left.
My cousin actually called me. She's like, "How do I know it's going to fit on my calf?" There, now you see.
So Colleen's cousin, now you see how it's going to fit on different size calves. Dr. Mark, you often wear one,
Yeah,
right?
I actually have one here, and you know, guys never want to admit that they're in pain. Right, and they don't want to ever actually have anyone say, "It's like, hey, what's that on your leg?" You know, with it, it's very discreet. You can have it right up underneath your leg, and you're good.
It reminds me of the cool taping that the big elite athletes do. So I think, like in today's day and age, you're just like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cool." Here's somebody putting it on again, 24/7. It is about pain relief for chronic pain. It is FDA cleared device. And when you know someone who has chronic pain, let's think of all the things they can't do. Let's all of the things they have to say no to. Let's think of all the things that are really hard for them to do.
Well, think about what's this Sunday, the big game, right? If you're in pain, you might say, I'm just going to hang back at home, and you start missing out on life.
Or I don't want to invite anybody over. I was going to cook, but I don't want to cook.
But it's too much.
Right.
And that's really, when people come to me and they say, I have chronic pain, the fill in the blank next. What does chronic pain, really what they're saying to me is, doctor, what can you do to help me get that back?
Right.
And if something that it's 81% of the people get a reduction in their chronic pain, to me that's again an 81% of improvement in their lives.
Right.
It's 81% of their life back. And that's huge.
And I think now, if this came out, you know, on QVC maybe 5 years ago, I think a lot of us would be just like, whoa, you know, like overload, will not compute, you know.
Right.
But when you think about what we're doing in beauty, when you think devices like Hair Max, you know, all of these devices that we're getting home that we're using for beauty, and it seems so common now. And oh yeah, I have this device and I have that device and I have light stim for this and for that. Let's talk about Quell. Because now you have something, like you said, this is technology that's been proven. This is technology that's been around. And now you get it in a way from QVC that is easy, that's affordable. And again, if it doesn't work the first day, don't pack it up and send it back. Give it time, because look what happened in a consumer use study.
86% of the people who used this were satisfied with the management of their pain. And the 81%, though, I mean, they got an improvement in their chronic pain after 60 days. So again, there is a little bit of time, so I'd say just stick with it, give it time, and then let the body do its thing. So again, it's 100% drug-free. So you no longer have to worry about, is it going to interact with any medication that I'm on, right? It's 100% natural, and it's something that's going to help hopefully get a lot of your life back.
You start with the 2 months, which is our 60 days of the pads. They're going to be available at QVC.com.
Correct.
I think they might be available right now, so you can continue